I'm going to share the summary from the book The Power of Now or and the other book A New World. It's mixed together. It's my own interpretation from this book. It's a little heavy book to read. It's not very easy and simple for many, and the author is Eckhart Tolle. So I'm going to read from my notes because it's not a easy thing to read or easy thing to remember. I am a soul, spirit, having or residing in the body with the mind. The soul in itself is very pure, full of love and happiness, kindness, and all good virtues. It is a source of power, like light, which keeps us happy, light, confident, and strong. The mind has a tendency to enjoy the negative thoughts most of the times. It likes to be busy with thoughts and stories. Try to consciously check when you go for a bath, how many times did your mind wander into thoughts? Actually, always. Only 5% of your day is when you are conscious of your thoughts and what you are thinking and doing. But 95% of the day, you're just thinking from it's like your mind is like a monkey. It's jumping from one branch to another branch, one thought to another thought, and you're going into the stories for each thought. So your mind does like that. It keeps jumping like a monkey, and when it does so, it is stopping you from meeting your own inner self. And that inner self is your soul, your inner energy. And the inner energy is actually the source of all the power, love, positivity, purity, and your mind, thinking mind, is blocking you from there. So you need to calm down this mind. Now try to stop your thoughts. Is there an easy and direct way to do it? Well, it's not really very easy, but there is a way to do it. So, yes, there is a way. Breathe deeply. So when you breathe and when you are conscious of your breathing, you're breathing and just watching your breathing, and you're not thinking of anything. You're only and only concentrating on your breathing. You cannot think. So this is the way to calm your mind. It calms your mind with the oxygen and with this movement. And okay, this breathing also helps you in meditating, and when you meditate, it helps you connect with your inner self. So meditation, this breathing helps in feeling the inner current flowing in the body. It's the soul or the energy which runs through the body, and body feels very heavy like rubber in deep meditative states. I have felt that. The experience grows and changes as you do it a number of times while following your breath. So your experience keeps changing. Sometimes you feel that tingling sensation here, and sometimes there is energy revolving like a tornado in your body, and sometimes you feel the space and you cannot feel or sense your body at all. You are in a very big box or big room, and it's all waves and space, and actually it cannot be described, and it can only be felt. It's very intense. Meditation calms your mind down. Mind stops you from connecting to the inner energy or soul, and it's important to calm the mind using the breathing technique. Mind loves to be in ego. So we keep saying that that person is full of ego. He is very egoistic. He's in ego of his richness, or he's in ego of his beauty. The girl is in ego of her beauty. So, do we have that ego in ourselves as well? We are able to see that in others. And when we see the same, sometimes we are very angry, and sometimes we have such feelings or thoughts, and sometimes we try to prove ourselves. Um, do we also have ego? We call it self respect to save ourselves, but it's actually ego. So, ego becomes big by judging others, feeling superior, and being involved in materialistic things like dresses and properties and show offs. This ego makes the mind stronger to be busy in thoughts. So if you're boosting your ego with the judging and show offs and these things, your mind gets more power to be busy in thoughts, judging and making up stories, thus keeping you away from your inner side, inner self. So if you are more indulged in these judging and these things, then it's a bit harder to meditate and get the powers from within, so that your body and you feel more of happy, joyful. And when you are more into your thoughts and mind and ego, it actually depletes you and it makes you feel low at times. So try to cut down all the judgment about others and be a nice and polite person. Don't backbite or enjoy negative talks about anyone you know. Let them be the way they are. Accept them how they are, and don't try to change anyone. It will only hurt you. So don't expect anything from them. And so another very important things that I read in the book was the concept of pain energy. Pain energy is a very strong concept. It's a kind of negative energy which dwells on your ego and negative thoughts in the mind. So the pain energy is kind of a bad entity, negative entity, or something like a ghost uh, who is around us, but we cannot see it. And if we are more into the negative things, negative judging and negative feelings, and if we are using up our aura, then we are more susceptible to that. These negative entities know about our past, and it takes the opportunity to remind us of some negative thoughts, and we might go into stories, and when that happens, they suck in energy from us. The good thing is that we cannot see them, but we can feel it. We feel drained, we feel disconnected, we feel low, and we feel lonely, and we don't like these feelings, right? We don't like the feeling of being depressed, and we feel it like a very dark cloud. Why do we want to be feel like that? The best ways to avoid these negative entities, these pain energies, is to be in positive side, do the meditations and these things, and be away from negative things like judging and show offs, and being more involved with the material things. So being away from ego and keeping the mind calm with no thoughts. Sometimes I am not saying that you should just stop all the thoughts all the time. Just take small breaks during the day. Take small breaks for 1 minute or 2 minutes for breathing while you're cooking, while you're walking. Do 10 minutes meditation in the morning, and 10 minutes or 20 minutes meditation in the night. So bring those gaps in your mind, and try to connect with the inner self, which gives you more of positivity, happiness, and joyfulness from inside. You wouldn't need anybody else to bring you love. You wouldn't expect that love from someone else. You will be so happy from inside, and that's the best feeling. You don't need anybody else to make you happy. Okay, so if you have a bigger ego, the pain energy finds it easier to attach and grow on you. It attaches to you and drains you through the chain of negative thoughts and stories in your mind. It gives you one feeling or thought, and your mind starts with the chain of related thoughts, thus letting it drain you through the negative thoughts running in the mind. Thus, it's important to be conscious of the thoughts running in your mind. Be watchful if you are feeling low because of the pain energy. So, whenever you're feeling low, just know that it might be draining you. There must be some thoughts here and there, and you need to be conscious. And with practice, you will be conscious most of the times. I have been doing that. Initially, I thought, how would I do that? But somehow, with meditations and with deep breathings, with small breaks, I'm more and more conscious throughout my day and really happy. And I feel that with the meditations and everything I have done, my aura is much more purer and much more whiter, and it's really unlikely that some negative energies, pain energies can come near me. And I very soon I realize, and instantly I feel okay. My mood is shifting now. I'm feeling the stress now. When my kids are doing all make some mess, and when I start feeling angry, suddenly my conscious mind makes me aware that I need to take care now, and I need to calm down and handle the situation better. Instead of screaming or saying bad things or doing anything, I calm myself down first, and then I look after my kids very lovingly. So being watchful of your thoughts, keep the pain energy away and makes the pain energy go weak. Positive thoughts also make the pain energy go weak. Your anger towards someone gives power to the pain energy. There is a way to dissolve all the anger. Anger is mainly your perception about the other person. The other person might have said or done something wrong, but it's said or done by them because they are also ignorant about these concepts of mind, ego, and pain energy. They are unconscious themselves. They are unconsciously themselves going through a lot and always, and they are away from the source of peace and happiness. Most likely, if they are doing negative things to you, they negative thoughts and stories are going on their mind, and they are into the ego, and pain energies are taking all the energy from them and making them feel bad about themselves, and uh, they are already in the control of the pain energy. So just forgive them. Don't take it seriously. This knowledge is not very common, and stress is more common to see. So it's time to forgive them, to offload your own load. How to forgive and accept. I have already talked about it, but let me do it again here. Close your eyes and think of that person and say many times, I am sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I forgive you, I love you. So you can just do this while you cannot meditate. Right now, if there is a thought or situation, you can do this to the other person, to yourself, or if you have some time during the night or in the morning, do the meditations for Ho'oponopono to say sorry. You can also add more pleasant things, but this is minimum you should repeat and actually accept what is as they are themselves ignorant. Mind likes to wander in the past and the future to enjoy the thoughts, and mostly recalls the things that hurted you or something scary for future. Always try to be present in the moment. Enjoy the food. Don't let the mind wander with thoughts. Enjoy the sensation of bath, washing hands, brushing your teeth, washing your face, or going to your backyard in the garden. Look at the new shoots and new shootings, the new branches in the plants. Look at the flowers. Minutely check the new growth in the plants and the flowers, the birds, and look for them, and you will feel the presence in that. And look at the clouds and look for the shapes in the clouds. And maybe during the day at 3 p.m. you might find moon in the sky as well. So be present with your child as well, and be present with the child, be happy, and be there and accept the situation. Don't let your mind say, I wish I was somewhere else doing something important, washing my dishes, cleaning the house. Just sit there and play with him. He needs you. He wants to connect with you, and you should do it. Just enjoy what is, accept it, be in it. Don't resist it. When mind wanders, it's normal and it's natural, so don't be frustrated. Just accept it and watch that thought float away. Don't go deep in the story and say to your mind, it's okay, just let it be. Deep breathe and move on. So, this was all about the summary, and I have made this summary for you because the book is bit difficult and hard to read, but I would say once you understand what I have told you in the summary, it will give you an idea and it will make it easy for you to read the book now. And you will be able to find the um, things mentioned in the book, and you will be able to understand it better, and actually you will get in depth for each concept, and you will get more examples and more details about each thing, and it's really profound, and it will make you more and more conscious. First you will be able to see the ego and mind tendencies in other people around you, and don't feel bad about it, don't feel angry about things you are catching in others, that this person is egoistic, this person is egoistic. Actually the ego is in you as well, it was in me as well. I was moving into past and my future, and I was anxious as well, and I also used to resist many things in my life, but it goes away with practice. First you will be able to see it in others, and then you will be able to clearly see it in yourself as well, and just forgive yourself for that. Don't be frustrated, and keep working on yourself through meditations and remembering the positive things in life, and one day it will be a practice for you, and you will be really happy.